Can a speaker this small actually sound good? Let's find out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at small speakers. I know most speakers that are really small don't tend to have much bass, and they have pretty mid-range at best. But does that mean they're all doomed to sound like that? Surprisingly not. So let me pop open this. Now we've just done an unboxing, see? Different kind of box. And this little guy is actually quite remarkable. This is the Edifier MP200 portable speaker. And as you can see, it's pretty small. It's a couple inches on a side. It's a cube. Comes with a handy carrying strap so you could tie it to your backpack, or I suppose you could wrap it around the handlebars of your bicycle if you're so inclined. And has lots of different controls and features. We'll get to that. Let's just move this aside and let's actually talk about or listen to the sound. So I'm just playing some sort of generic urban music, and we'll crank it up. You can't necessarily hear because you're going through my little mic, but this is pushing out a lot of sound, and there's actually bass. You know what? It sounds remarkably good for a little teeny tiny speaker. Hang on. I don't like competing with the speaker, but you know what? I am pretty impressed. This is actually way better sounding than you would think by looking at its size. Now, to be fair, it's not going to compete with a much bigger multi-speaker stereo system or anything, but if you're on the road, if you're out picnicking or backpacking, or you have a dorm room where you just don't have room for anything else, this is a surprisingly good solution. So, the Edifier MP200, it's a speakerphone too, so you can actually take calls with it, kind of fun. Runs on Bluetooth 4.1, which is pretty much the latest and greatest. I know, Bluetooth 5.0 is out. Very, very few devices are working with it yet. And it has a bunch of really cool features. So let's go and do a quick tour. So on the top, there's a mode switch, because you can switch from an SD card to Bluetooth. There is no AUX in. Kind of a bummer. And then there's power on off, and then there's pause play. And you're like, well, how do you adjust volume? That's on the other side. So on one of the other sides, you have volume up and volume down, and you turn it around, and on this side, you have a small LED status indicator, super useful to know when it's fully charged, and then a little flap that when you open the flap, you can see there's a micro SD slot, and there's a micro USB plug for charging. So you can put in a micro SD card, and then this is a standalone music device. That's pretty cool. And of course, micro SD, you can get up to 128 gig. That's a lot of music. You could presumably put a bunch of audiobooks on it, give it to someone and say, here you go on some meditative retreat for a week and listen every day to this audiobook. So all of that would work fine. And this has 12 hours of playtime on a full charge, and takes an automatic turn off after 3 minutes of nothing happening. It just powers down. I really like auto turn off. Devices that don't have that, it's just lame, because you end up realizing, I never turned it off and now it's dead. So then those you end up charging all the time. Not good. So this actually doesn't do that. And it takes a while to charge. I don't have a specific number for you, but I'm guessing probably around 3-4 hours. So, you charge it until the little LED light goes off, and now you've got 12 hours of playtime. That's plenty a lot. And here's the other nice thing, is it is, when this is closed, IP54 splash proof. So it means it's dust and splash proof. I would not recommend chucking this into the lake and then having a game of try to find the speaker, because that's probably not going to work well. But if you're outside and it starts raining and you don't immediately throw it in your backpack, you're probably fine. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And let's see, what else can I tell you? It comes in yellow, or gray, or black, or blue, or white, or green. Lots and lots of different colors. And the rubber that they're using is actually really interesting. It's not a hard plastic. It's much more of a soft, grippable sort of material. And I really like it. It has a nice feel to it. So, not much else to say. I really am impressed with the sound. It's not a big speaker, but for a little tiny easily portable speaker. It has impressive sound and it actually has bass, and because of the nature of speakers, if you put it on a nice big table surface, then that surface will help you get good bass, so that's worth keeping in mind too. And before I tell you the price, and you'll be surprised at how inexpensive this is, before I tell you the price, let me ask you, please go ahead and click on subscribe, and if you're motivated, go ahead and click a thumbs up, give me some feedback. Cool. Now, Edifier MP200 little teeny tiny speaker, $34.99 in any of all the different colors. You can pick one up for yourself. This is a fantastic stocking stuffer sort of present, or something for a younger person, and it's a really nice device. $34.99, edifier.com. This is Dave Taylor. I'm going back to the music, and I'll catch you in my next video.